everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's coverage of the Section 7 Girls Lacrosse semifinal between the number 2 seeded Coon Rapids Cardinals and the number 6 seeded Centennial Cougars. Joey Young, Howie Shapiro up above, and turning out to be a nice night. We thought we might play in some rain. There was possibility of some severe storms moving in, but things are clearing out, and should have a nice night for the contest.
Yeah, we got a little bit of sun here today, so it's maybe drying off that field just a bit. And you're right, because we did think that this rain was going to come here today.
Here's a look at the brackets. Blaine, we've already heard, beat Champlain Park, the top seed, 15-9, so they await the winner of this contest in next Wednesday's section championship. The Cardinals have been there before, but have never taken that final step into the state tournament. They have been a strong program for all 7 years since it became a high school sport here at Coon Rapids, and with the news that the top seeded Rebels are out, makes the path ahead maybe a little bit easier, but they definitely need to take care of business here tonight against Centennial, who came up with a huge upset over Anoka after being down big at the half in that quarterfinal.
Yeah, they were down 6-1, came back to win 8-7. So, they know that if they play their game, they have an opportunity to stay with Coon Rapids. Going to be a big key tonight is who wins the draw. Coon Rapids was 10 of 10 against Spring Lake Park, and Centennial struggling at that spot.
Look at Centennial. Kalman, Canner, Backman, and Jernland are the attackers. Carlson, Jensen, and Nadeau are in the middle. Nielsen, Selleck, Peterson, and Johnson the defenders, and Morgan Belting is the goalkeeper. For Coon Rapids, the attackers are Helen Nelson, Jordan Keller, and Kayla Ross. Hackett, Bisquick, and Turner the midfielders. Tunsky, Grimmer, Mao, Brazier are the defenders. Garvis is in the net.
And Bloomquist, Maddie Bloomquist as well. Well, it'll be an interesting start. I think Coon Rapids would like to here at home get off to a quick start, and they want to control pace. They're going to play well defensively. Centennial's controlling the action early.
Nadeau trying to pass over the net. It was a little too high for her intended target. Bloomquist turns it back upfield for Coon Rapids. Whistle blows. It'll be a free possession for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Maddie did a nice job of picking up the ball with her cross and able to take that pass away and clear that confusion and opportunity in the middle for Centennial.
Bloomquist cuts back against traffic. She'll carry it all the way in. Defenders finally getting in front of her. She had a direct path to the net. Now gives it up down low to Tunsky. Excuse me, that's Jordan Keller. Keller surrounds the net this side. And around behind to crosses with Helen Nelson. Gives it to Hackett near side. Hackett looking for some room to get out front. She'll run the perimeter. Little spin room, no room to shoot. We'll take it around behind again. Coon Rapids beat Centennial 13-5 in their lone meeting this year. Shot down low is wide, and Cardinals are along the back line and will be able to maintain possession.
Centennial made a game of that. It was close in the first half, but Coon Rapids did a nice job in that meeting. It was early in the season of pouring it on in the second half and pulling away that 13-5 win, as you mentioned.
Lily Hackett showing her speed, but still no room to turn inside. Try and come around again. She's looking for that backhand. She's a big fan. Drops it off to Nelson.
Yeah, we saw her warming up in practice with her backhand today.
And then Keller trying to work her way out front, does, and gets a shot off. Not sure if the netminder got a piece of that or not, but ends up out the back line. Coon Rapids maintains possession. Hackett to Misquick. She mishandled, but able to scoop it right back up. Misquick cuts through a couple of the defenders and bounces it home to start the scoring.
Yeah, did a nice job of Misquick using her speed and just getting in the middle of the field. And it was a relatively easy shot for her. She's able to bounce it past Belting. We're going to see again, nice move around one defender, and then has a lot of open space.
Always nice to get the first one.
Yes. Allie had 4 goals in that game against Spring Lake Park, so that'd be her 5th. She is leading the team in the section playoffs. Both Lily Hackett and Miss Quick had 4 apiece coming into this game.
Cougars able to get this one off the draw. Nadeau gets it ahead, right side. Cutting across is Turnland.
She's looking for that middle.
Does get it out front, the shot on, but Garvis able to stop it up. Chloe Coleman went to a little backhander. Free ball scoop for Alyssa Brazier, and she will run the field for the Cardinals. She's got Nelson running with her on the left. We'll give it to Keller on the right instead. She goes low and scores, and the Cardinals are up 2.
They did a nice job because Belting committed high on that one, and she's able to put it down low, did Keller. And that was a nice opportunity for her to give the Cardinals this 2-0 lead. Watch again as you're going to see the feed. And then she's you see the cross up high. She goes low, able to put it past Belting.
And a great job by Brazier waiting for the defender to commit, knowing which of her wings was open, and Keller with the finish. Those goals coming 43 seconds apart.
That's her 2nd game of the section. Helen Nelson coming in the leading scorer for Coon Rapids. 60 goals, Joe, on the season.
Cardinals able to get the possession at least momentarily. Miss Quick in some traffic, able to find her way through. She's got plenty of speed running on the right side. Tried to get out front, now will back out, throw it out for Lily Hackett. A nice save right inside by Belting.
Yeah, again, great pressure by the Cardinals they're applying, but Belting coming up with a huge save. That looked like a great opportunity right in front of the net.
Hannah Backman running up the left side. Moves it ahead for Coleman. Coleman couldn't handle the pass. She's able to scoop it back up in front of Bloomquist and carry toward the middle. Pressured there by Tunsky. Goes to the ground, trying to get it back to Nadeau, who's able to scoop it up. Out front, the shot. Garvis able to save and control it. A quick look from Claire Carlson, the Cougars' top scorer.
And then Garvis gave it away, trying to the outlet pass. Centennial does a nice job of stepping in front of it and controlling the ball.
Marina Canner will set up behind the net.
You know, Taylor Garvis has the 2nd best goals against average in the state, Joe. She's played well.
Helps it's a defense, a team defense type of statistic, of course. Tanner off the free position, works her way out front and gets Centennial on the board.
Marina Canner. That would be her 3rd goal in 2 games in this section. There you can see a nice move as she's going to be able to find the back far corner, get it past Garvis.
Draws early on have favored the Cougars, and especially as you're trying to establish a lead, possession's crucial.
Well, and Coach Nelson told me when we talked earlier that they've been having some issues with the draw, so he's got to be pleased early on that they've been able to win those opportunities, just down 2-1.
Brianna Pearson feeding it into the middle for Coleman. Coleman will run toward the net, run into a little bit of traffic, looking for some help. This whistle blows, and she should have a very good angle on this free position. Coleman on the whistle, works toward the net, and another whistle blows. She'll get another chance.
Coach DJ, I just want to see the whistles coming in that area. 2 quick ones.
See if Coleman decides to take the shot this time. Runs toward the middle and runs into traffic, and another whistle.
That's the 3rd against Coon Rapids in a row.
Well, Coleman will have another opportunity, this time from a little bit better angle.
Well, you don't want to give them too many
opportunities. They're going to back her up to the hash mark.
You don't want to give them too many opportunities.
Well, she has yet to take a shot off of the first 2. Was looking to pass on the first opportunity. A bit of a false start. They have to redirect. She's going to get another chance here.
Yes, she will. That's 4. How many chances do you give them before they score?
Again, she runs into traffic. This time coughs it up. Miss Quick can't handle. Now controls. And will run up the near sideline.
There you go, Cool. Let's go.
Miss Quick trying to weave through some traffic along the sideline. Knocked free from her cross by Claire Carlson, and the Cougars will turn it right back. Carlson, as I mentioned, the leading scorer on this team, 31 goals on the season. Right behind her is number 45 here, Krista Kissel, and she's looking to get inside. Kissel gets stripped. And this time the whistle will blow against the Cougars.
Centennial doing a nice job now controlling the action down in the Cardinal end, thanks to some penalties on Coon Rapids. But Coon Rapids just continue to use their speed to try and take advantage of Centennial.
Brazier, long pass right into the cross of Hannah Nelson. Nelson trying to come in on an angle, now backs off and will slow down the offense. Setting up behind the net, she hands off for Kayla Ross. And a whistle away from the action.
Helen Nelson, when we talked about being the leading scorer, she did have 3 goals against Spring Lake Park. But Coach DeJoy said we want to see a number of players score here. We want to spread the ball around, spread the scoring opportunities. Because they know they're going to get their points from Nelson, but they need to find points elsewhere, and they have been.
When you talk about balanced scoring, Centennial can definitely move the ball around.
They can, no doubt.
Kayla Ross trying to work her way out front. Quickly draws a double team, backs it out to Miss Quick. Miss Quick can't find a seam. It's Hackett's turn. Hackett toward the top of the arc. Avoids Kissel. Weaves back past Carlson. Inside, backhand and a goal.
She's pretty much controlled that play one side to the other. And then, again, we talked about her backhand earlier. She does it so well. Able to backhand that ball through past Belting. Again, watch her move, and then a nice job weaving in between a defender. And here comes the backhand right to the back of the net.
Little pump fake high.
Yep.
Got Belting right off her feet.
It's Hackett's 5th goal of this section. She's the leading scorer so far here in section play for Coon Rapids. She has a couple assists to go with those 5 goals.
Little less than 10 minutes into this first half, section semifinal. Winner will play at Osseo on Wednesday evening for a section championship. The 4th seeded Blaine Bengals with a win over top seed Champlain Park this afternoon await the winner of this contest.
Yeah, and the Champlain Park team that we talked about had not lost a game, 14-0 coming into this contest, the leading scoring team in the conference as well. And they
Miss Quick trying to get between a couple of defenders, will hand it off and try again. This is Callie Turner. Handing it off again to Misquick.
And you talk about Blaine's confidence coming into that game. No matter who they play, they have to feel pretty confident after just knocking off the number 5 team in the state.
Good job, good job.
How are you 14-0 in the number 5 team in the state?
It has to do with their power rankings for goals per game,
right.
Goals against per game. I think strength of schedule may factor into that as well.
Well, I think it has to.
I'm gonna guess that the top 4 teams are all from like the Lake Conference, which has very good athletics. Let's face it, they've got the 2 largest schools in the state. Yeah, and then you go further south down there to Lakeville in that area.
Yep.
They have some very large schools, some great sports programs as well.
They do.
Long run for Nadeau. She takes the shot right into the chest of Garvis, and she'll scoop it up.
Oh, nice toss from Garvis too. To get Keller.
Keller dropped the ball, but able to scoop it back up, then swept away from her by Carlson. Carlson overruns, Turner right back with it, and then it's broken free by Carlson. There to help out is Lily Hackett. They battle for the ball. Carlson had it momentarily, now re-scoops. Backs up, and Kayla Ross came over to defend. She gets it into the middle there for Brianna Pearson. Pearson looking for help, goes back to Carlson. Carlson's passed for Turnlin. Turnlin trying to get around Turner. Ahead now for Coleman. Coleman drops and regathers in midfield. Into the middle for Nielsen. Nielsen into the attacking end for Centennial. They trail 3-1 here, just about midway through this first half. Both teams doing a really nice job defensively, limiting the opportunities and just denying access to the middle. But then a good run in for Haley Berg, and she makes it a 1-goal game once again.
Yeah, Berg able to split the defense and get a good look at the goal and able just to sneak it by Garvis. That's her 4th goal of the section playoffs for Haley Berg. Again, watch, nice job. She's going to cut into the middle, find a little space, and able to get a quick shot past Garvis. Makes it a 3-2 game in favor of Coon Rapids. With, you see the time, 12:36 in the opening half.
So Centennial able to convert. No sooner than I talked about how staunch the defenses were at keeping and limiting access to the front of the net.
Always works that way, doesn't it? As soon as you mention it, it happens.
And now an opportunity on this possession for the Cougars to tie the score. Nadeau will carry it down low. Watch there by Kara Grimmer. A little back pass and wide open out front for the goal was Marissa Waldock.
Yeah, and that's just a breakdown defensively for Coon Rapids. They did not know where she was on the field. And Waldock did a nice job with just receiving that pass. Good setup from behind the net, and that knots it up at 3. You can watch the setup behind the net from Nadeau. She goes high for it and just a quick wrister past Garvis to make it a 3-3 game.
Timeout taken by the Cardinals.
And a timeout for Coon Rapids, and a team that it really prides itself on defense. A couple of back-to-back breakdowns to allow the Cougars to come back and tie this one.
And that's Waldock's first goal. She's just a freshman, Joe. We'll have highlights of this. We've got some baseball to show you, some softball as well. Sports night, we're winding down to the end of the season.
Yeah, it's very close. This is about the only team left, isn't it?
I believe so.
I know it's the only team left, actually.
Yeah, baseball lost yesterday. Won a game and lost a game. And softball, of course, we were there. So
this was none before last week. I have not seen whether any individual athletes made it past the track section this week, or girls golf section.
Correct.
For that matter.
Well, I'm sure I have some highlights from track as
We
well.
will. We will. So we will have complete details.
As always.
On Monday. Or Tuesday.
No, it's Tuesday this week. It's
It is
Tuesday. We flip a coin at the end of the last show. Heads is always Monday. Tails is
and
Tuesday.
I forgot which
it was on Tuesday. It was
which
on
way
Tails.
it came up
Yep.
last time. Why is it Tuesday next?
It is Tuesday.
Why?
I'm not really sure. Oh, because I know why.
Oh, because
the possible baseball is
was
scheduled
Monday.
now.
I gotcha, yeah.
Plus, it gives you an
Possibility.
extra day to write the show, which is always good for you,
Right.
providing the videos are online for you to write them from.
We'll get it together. Important draw coming up here. Helen Nelson will get into the circle down for the Cardinals.
Well, I think Centennial just coming in is knowing they have a shot. You know, they obviously played Anoka tough, and the closer they stay in this contest, the more confidence they will have continue to grow.
Hackett stripped, but the whistle blows. Hackett off the free position, charges toward the net, throws it out front looking for Nelson, and another whistle.
A good opportunity here for Coon Rapids. We'll see if Hackett fires with this opportunity.
You're the closest one. Get there, Lil.
Oh, nice save by Belton. Hackett.
Yeah, she's come up with a couple right in close. And now this is Kissel.
Coach Nelson said, you know, our goaltending has been strong, and we need to continue to play that way against a team of the caliber of Coon Rapids.
And they seem to be winning more ground balls, and that's big. Nadeau with the speed running at the defense. Forced wide by Grimmer. She'll set up behind the net.
Well, again, continued pressure out front for Centennial. Looking to find that space in the middle. They're doing a good job of weaving players in and out.
I was just going to say they're moving a lot of different bodies through that area, looking for someone to get away from their defender so they can feed the pass in. And instead, they draw the whistle and a free position for Emily Nadeau.
And you touched on the scoring of Centennial. They beat Hermantown 19-3, I believe. 13 different players scored offensively.
That was a pass intended to get behind the net, broken up by the keeper Garvis. Well, yeah, earlier I alluded to that, trying to lead you into that statistic.
I'm slow. I'm slow. We eventually got it out.
That was 5 minutes ago, but.
Yeah, well,
Uh-oh, a 2-on-1 for the Cardinals. Keller to Ross. Ross stopped up by Belting point blank again.
And she's having a phenomenal day as the sun really is coming out now, making an appearance.
Well, and it's going to make it very tough for Garvis the rest of this first half.
About 9.5 minutes remaining in this first half.
Hackett tried to get through and couldn't find an opening. She'll give it to Nelson behind the net.
Ellie Jensen did a nice job of trailing Hackett there, not allowing her inside.
Hackett cuts back. Look to that backhand, instead spun and shot wide. Nelson there to collect. Gives it to Keller on the other side, and Keller will bring it back behind. Another whistle away from the ball. Curling is Keller. Low shot, skips in, and the Cardinals back in front 4-3.
Yeah, her second of the evening so far. Both scored pretty much the same way. Get that low shot past Belting. That was a good opportunity. Coon Rapids needed that little bit of momentum gained by Centennial. They need to try and get it back in their favor.
8:36 remaining. Yep, curling around the far post. Skips it past Belting. As you mentioned, her second of the game, and Coon Rapids back in front 4-3.
Okay, as this game continues, we talked about how important draws are. These are more and more important as this game goes on.
Well, it's still a lot of time, obviously.
No, I know, but you want to
here in the first, but you know, no lead is safe, but you'd love to have the biggest one possible.
Absolutely.
But definitely in the quarterfinal round, Centennial proved no lead was safe. Down 6-1 at the half and come back to win 8-7. Running with it is Miss Quick. Drops it back for support to Liam Mao. They'll reverse to the far side of the field. Running with it now is Haley Tunsky.
Claire Carlson is all over the field. She's
Yes.
she's giving Coon Rapids all they can handle. Very good defender, very good job marking.
Wow, Tunsky just weaved through like 5. Well, all right, it was only 3,
but it looked like 5.
But it looked like 5. It was close quarters.
It was, absolutely.
Scoop back up by Waldock. Waldock has it running left side for the Cougars. Passes back for Kissel. Kissel trying to find a way inside.
Good job by the Coon Rapids defense keeping it wide.
And then a wide open pass out front. Haley Berg scores.
And that, you know, they've been doing a good job of just getting that body inside.
Number 18,
Again, that's an adjustment Coon Rapids going to have to make at the half. Is it not allowing that player inside? Haley Berg did a great job of coming inside, and a nice feed from behind the net. As you see, there's no defender on her. And I know that's a breakdown defensively for Coon Rapids.
Yes, somebody missed their assignment or got caught watching the ball.
Coach DeJoy is talking to a couple of the players on the sideline just about that.
So we're back to even 4-all, 7:17 remaining first half.
You saw Jeff DeJoy. Done such a nice job with this program.
Kissel will control off the draw. Cuts back, gives it up to Carlson. Carlson will back it off to Ellie Jensen. Pass a little too high for Turnlin. Recovered by Bloomquist for Coon Rapids. Bloomquist around a couple of stick checks. And then that one got her a little bit, so the whistle blows. And we'll start over. Maddie Johnson breaking up the pass and forcing the turnover for the Cougars.
And again, just being aggressive and getting in the Cardinals' way just enough to cause those turnovers.
Kissel starts with it. Gives it to Coleman. Coleman running around the right side. Worked there by McCarr and worked out front to get Centennial bounce, and they have their first lead of the night.
That's Hannah Backman with a goal. And again, same situation, Joe. It's that breakdown in the middle for Coon Rapids defensively, allowing a couple of Centennial players pretty much untouched to camp out in front of the net. You'll see it again, just a nice feed. There you see no defender around. She did make a nice move to gain to her right to get a good look at the
nice little fake.
Opening. Yep, nice fake as well, as you said. You got to feel, if you're a Centennial Cougar fan or obviously a player or a fan, you have to feel pretty good about it. You've got the number 2 seed down 5-4 now. Still plenty of time, obviously, but you've shown that you can play with them after losing the first contest 13-5.
And another win off the draw, Carlson. will work the left side against Bloomquist. Turns up. Back to Coleman in the middle. Pearson with it. Turnlin couldn't handle the pass, but now recovers. She gets around a corner. And the whistle blows. It'll be a free position for Alexa Turnlin.
Yeah, in a tough situation, a pretty good opportunity here again for the Cougars, up by 1 now. Cardinals jumped out to a 3-1 lead, but Centennial, give them credit, it's been tough.
Well, and they've had more possession time.
Much more.
Especially as we have gotten further along in this first half. A number of whistles in the Cardinals' defensive end have not helped their case.
No, but that time a Centennial player started before the whistle, so the Cardinals get the ball.
Spinning away from the pressure is Mao, but then she's pickpocketed by Hannah Backman. Backman recovers for the Cougars. Bobbled, battled against by Brazier. Coming into support and getting the ball was Nadeau, and that'll draw a whistle against the Cardinals.
Well, at this point, you got to say Centennial playing Coon Rapids in this part of the game. Cardinals would like to try to take a little momentum back, especially as we're approaching the 4-minute mark remaining in the half.
Little underhanded pass, and Coleman draws the whistle, and another free position. Coleman shoots and scores, and it's a 6-4 lead.
And again, just continued pressure inside for Centennial. They're doing a great job of presence down in the Cardinal zone. And again, off that whistle, Coleman able to get the goal and the two-goal lead for the Cougars. See it again, just a nice job of beating the defense. Quick shot past Garvis.
Well, and they're winning the balls at the middle, and then they're converting on their possessions. Coon Rapids has not been in their attacking third in a while now.
Carly Nelson checking in for Coon Rapids. She's a freshman.
3 unanswered goals have the Cougars with a 6-4 lead. A little less than 3.5 to play here in the first half. Cardinals win the draw. Hackett on the attack right away, and she will score her second of the game.
Again, that's what they can do. They can use their speed and they can find those seams in the defense. And that was a big goal, Joe, for Coon Rapids, because the momentum clearly on the side of Centennial. They needed that.
Just 10 seconds between the two goals. It's about as quick as you can answer right off the draw, and she just went right at the net.
Yeah, she took charge, able to get the goal. And using that speed, getting past the defenders, and then the quick shot down low. And Coach DeJoy was talking, there's too many shots high over the net. They need to do a better job at that, and that was a nice goal.
Cougars missed the scoop. Ross not able to pick it up. Now she does momentarily. Still loose. Ross had it again, and now Turner with it. Turner lost the handle, still loose. Turner knocked to the ground. That'll draw the whistle, and it'll be a Coon Rapids ball.
Yeah, just a tough time picking up that ball.
Nice knee brace.
And you can be physical, you can bump, but when you knock the other player to the ground, that's typically going to get the whistle. Hackett back behind the net. Trying to pass out front, and that doesn't click, and comes out to Turner, though. Callie Turner. Work to her left, draws a whistle, and Coon Rapids will have a free position.
Now this is a good opportunity now here for the Cardinals with 2:20 remaining. Get a good look in close.
Turner, quick shot. And it blocked way back out. Missquick able to control. Down low. Keller stopped point blank. Nelson tried to dump one over the top that went over behind the net. Picked up by Ross. Ross tried to go high. That's stopped up by Belting. Recovered by Keller.
Well, Belting has come up with some nice saves here this evening so far.
Keller up top for Missquick, and she just missed it. Not quite sure what happened, but Kayla Ross and the official discussing something, and Ross will head to the sin bin.
Yes, she will. She's not happy about it either. She was, I'm not usually mentioned, I couldn't see. She's still complaining a little bit about it.
Kissel lost the handle. Unable to scoop was Brazier. Whistle blows, and it'll be Cardinal ball. Approaching the final minute of play here in the first half. Centennial holding on to a 6-5 lead. They are the 6th seed facing the 2nd seeded Cardinals. Winner will head to the championship on Wednesday for a chance to go to state. Keller trying to get out front, battles through some sticks, a little high for Nelson. Nelson scoops, drops, now has to recover. Under a minute now in the first half. Nelson is shot and misses wide, but Hackett there to maintain possession for the Cardinals.
Well, Nelson's been relatively quiet here in this first half. Certainly like her opportunity to get a goal, get an opportunity to some points as well.
Hackett drawing a lot of attention as she works the perimeter. Kissel staying with her. Gives it to Nelson, trying to go up high. And what a save by Belting again.
And just 30 seconds remaining in this one, in the first half.
Kissel's pass doesn't connect with Nadeau. Able to scoop it up though is Brianna Peterson, and she'll run it the other way for the Cougars. Peterson right toward the net. And the whistle blows as she tries to get that shot off. And she'll get a free possession with less than 10 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, this is important that Coon Rapids stops this opportunity here. After getting that 5th goal.
Timeout taken by Centennial.
Centennial's going to call a timeout, talk a little strategy. Coach Gary Nelson is going to bring his squad over and talk about what he wants to accomplish here in the last 10 seconds with that opportunity.
Well, Shapiro, if you're looking for a Christmas gift, a Father's Day gift, a Mother's Day gift, a birthday present, keep your memories by watching CTN broadcasts in full HD by getting them on Blu-ray today. Go to ctncoonrapids.com.
Yeah, Father's Day is coming up here in a few weeks. Be a great present for Dad. You can make the entire season of Sports Night if you miss him, but if you just want to see him again. We'd be happy to make you a copy of every episode we've done this year. You can watch them in order.
In order.
In order. You don't want to go on with
That would be painful.
Not to some.
Oh, the Sports Night Marathon.
Yeah.
I think I'll go have another root canal instead.
Well, you know, it's called the Insomniac Special.
Right.
put it on. He's out.
Now
You're
it
out
makes,
like a light.
Now it makes
Yes,
sense.
absolutely. Dad's
Now
not
it
sleeping.
makes sense.
Get him an edition of Sports Night. He'll fall asleep quickly.
And hopefully with a little chuckle.
Exactly. Exactly.
We try and bring a little chuckle every once in a while.
It's a good thing.
So now Pearson with the free position will take the shot low and score. And put Centennial back up by 2
Yeah,
with just 8 seconds left.
Nice timeout. They planned that well. Got the goal and up by 2, and that puts momentum on the side again of Centennial. And they know coming in here would be a tough one, especially after that first game with the 13-5 loss. They did keep it close in that first half. You can see the goal there. But Coon Rapids was able to pour it on in the second half. We'll see what happens here.
Well, and it just comes down to more possession time for the Cougars. And also, I think a few too many whistles in the defensive end for Coon Rapids. Three of the 7 Cougars goals coming on free positions.
8, 7.
You know, and this Cardinal team comes in as number 4 defensive team in the state. So give credit to Centennial there for doing a good job of finding ways through that defense.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hackett trying to get a shot off before the buzzer, and it won't get there. It will get there, but right to Belting's net. And we will go to the half with Centennial leading Coon Rapids 7-5. You're watching the Section 7 Girls Lacrosse semifinal on CTN.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Reach out, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, it's Centennial 7, Coon Rapids 5 at the half. Early on, Coon Rapids was setting the pace and able to get out to the 3-1 lead, but Cougars have controlled more of the possession time late in the half and have really kept a lot of pressure on, and they found ways to break that highly ranked Coon Rapids defense, catch them with bad switches and whatnot to get some multiple players out front. And that's why they go to the locker room with a 7-5 lead. 3 of their 7 coming on free positions. The final one with under 10 seconds to play in that first half.
Yeah, Coach DeJoy can't be happy with where his squad is here after that first half of play. In fact, I'm sure he's going to have some choice words for his squad. They have to do a much better inside middle defense because, as you talked about it, they let Centennial inside way too many times. And a lot of them on free possessions, as you mentioned, but nonetheless, a lot of nice plays where you'd set up a player behind the net and the nice feed in front, defense not there. And
well, of even bigger concern is the limited amount of possessions they had in the first half. They have to be able to win the balls on the ground. They have to be able to force turnovers in their defensive end without committing those fouls. And they need to be able to have more time in the offensive end in the second half if they hope to make it to next week's championship. We'll take another break. The second half of this Section 7 semifinal is coming up next on CTN.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, ready to get the second half of this Section 7 semifinal underway. Centennial, the number 6 seed, already upset Anoka, now with a lead over number 2 seed Coon Rapids here in the semifinal. The 4th seeded Blaine Bengals with a win over top seed Champlain Park, already in that round, waiting for the winner of tonight's game.
Well, we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams have made at the half.
Well, and key for Coon Rapids is just having more possession time. Lily Hackett works her speed around the defense, goes to the backhand and scores just 21 seconds into the second half.
Well, they didn't waste any time whatsoever getting on the board.
Her third makes it a 1-goal game once again.
And again, you talk about that speed, able to wrap around that backhand. It's so important. She gets able to create some space for herself. You're going to see her go around 2 defenders here, just using, as you mentioned, her speed, and then the backhand pretty open net for her 3rd goal of the night. And again, it's winning draws, and Centennial did a much better job in the first half of winning draws.
Quick scoop by Nelson. Nelson's been quiet, has not scored yet. She is the Cardinals' leader in that category. She wins the draw, sets up the offense, back up top to Miss Quick. Miss Quick can't find room to get through. Miss Quick will hand it off there for Nelson. Back to Hackett. Hackett gets between a couple of defenders, again to the backhand, this time wide. Cardinals along the end line will maintain possession.
Coon Rapids, as happened in that first matchup, they came out quickly in that second half, was able to make things count and take a big lead.
Pass out front is broken up by Carlson. Whistle blows, goes against Coon Rapids.
That's on Kayla Ross, who just came out of the sin bin, as you say.
Hackett able to knock it free from Nadeau and force the turnover as the whistle blows against the Cougars. Hackett spins, looks for help, gets it to Nelson. Nelson scores, and we're all tied again.
Again, that's what they've been looking for, a little bit more from Helen Nelson here in the second half, because they know they can go to her for those goal-scoring opportunities. And she does a nice job at a nice feed inside from Hackett.
Well, Hackett is the team leader in assists, and she gets a lot of attention from the defense, finds Nelson streaking down the middle. And the contest even at 7. And again, it's about those possessions. And so far,
it is.
Coon Rapids through the first 2 minutes has won the possessions, kept it down in the Centennial end, and they've made those possessions count. And here's another one. Keller then lost the handle, scooped up by Carlson. Carlson running away from the pressure there of Alyssa Brazier. Gets it back across for Turnlin. Turnlin, long pass. Kissel receives near midfield. Play it into the middle for Ellie Jensen. Jensen cuts back, finds Kissel on the return, and Kissel caught a cross near the eye. And that is always going to get you a whistle.
Yes, it will.
This whistle's going to give the Cougars a free position. Marina Canner.
As you mentioned, 3 goals of their 7 came on this free possession.
Nice spin by Kissel, goes low and scores. And puts Centennial back in front 8-7.
Yeah, good job finding a little space, and Kissel able to get it down, as you mentioned, down low for the goal.
Kissel, the second leading scorer for the Cougars this season.
Not much Garvis can do on that one. She bounces it past her.
Her first of the evening. Yeah, we have yet to see Carlson score.
Nope.
But a big answer for the Cougars there after Coon Rapids came out quickly, and another win off the draw, controlled by Peterson. Pass to the middle didn't quite click, but Coleman able to scoop it up. Kissel handles the high pass. Working toward the front, shoots and scores her second.
Well, again, just doing a good job of getting in the middle of that defense for Coon Rapids. You saw them do that in that first half. Cardinals came out and scored a couple. Looked like they were trying to take control. And Centennial comes right back thanks to Krista Kissel. Her 2 goals to give them that lead. Again, just doing a good job of working past the Cardinal defenders. And quick shot in past Garvis.
2 goals in 36 seconds for Krista Kissel. Gives her team that 2-goal lead once again. Another win off the draw for the Cougars as Nadeau takes it into the attacking end. Nadeau will set up near side. And now behind the net. Coming out of the corner is Berg. She'll bring it behind the net. Tried to pass out front. Broken up by Garvis. And Berg will get it right back.
Well, Carlos defensively doing a good job of not letting somebody in the middle there. They were looking for that opening, but the defense kind of shut them down a bit.
Well, and they had a couple of goals on that. Just staying wide, drawing the defense out of position, and getting someone slashing through the middle. And eventually they were able to get a couple of girls open, and they were able to convert. That pass nearly did just that as Berg was heading toward the front of the net. That's how she got her first goal. She recovers here and runs around the right side of the defense. Passing out front, too high for Kissel. Scoop back up by Coleman to do now. Pressure comes quickly. She avoids it with speed. Lost the handle, but the whistle blows, and she'll have a free position.
Now this is an important opportunity here for Coon Rapids to stop this attempt. Now back down by 2. A little concern
she's getting
from
it
Coach
right
Gijoy.
in the penalty shot spot. Cardinal defense collapses and forces the turnover, though. Leah Mao stripped of the ball. Backman tried to send it out front, broken up by Garvis, and Garvis heaves it towards center. Keller can't control. On the run, scooped up by Lily Hackett. Hackett has Nelson on the far side. flipped it that way, and it ends up wide, scooped up far side by Peterson. Great back pressure by Ellie Jensen, running to catch up with Lily Hackett as they were developing a 2-on-1. Bolin was running in, whistle blows, and she'll get the free position.
You see that?
She did hit the post.
Yep.
Bolin's shot was wide off of the free position. Cardinals maintain possession. Just about 7 minutes gone here in the second half. Coon Rapids scored 2. Centennial answered with a pair, and they lead by 2. Keller tried to wrap around. Defense was there. Up top, tried to get it down low to Hackett. And a whistle blows. It'll be another free position for Coon Rapids.
And a good spot here for the Cardinals, trailing by 2. Centennial's giving obviously all they can handle, playing with that 2-goal lead. So much confidence at this point.
Keller will not take the shot. Instead, will set up behind the net. Comes around. Her shot is stopped up by the defense. Loose ball. Whistle blows against the Cardinals.
You see the time remaining, just approaching the 17-minute mark left in this contest. We have a 9-7 Centennial lead.
Oh, the whistle blew in the Cardinals' favor. Keller with the ball for the Coon Rapids. Down low for Hackett. She missed it out the end line, and that'll turn it over to Centennial.
Lily shaking her head.
Peterson turning upfield for the Cougars. We'll move it ahead for Carlson.
Well, you talked about leading scorer does not have a goal yet tonight. She's looking for her first opportunity.
Tried to pass it back out front, broken up by Misquick, but it's out the end line and it'll be Centennial ball.
Cardinals coming off a 16-goal performance against Spring Lake Park in their first game. Offense not generating the kind of opportunities that I know Coach DeJoy would like. But thanks in part to good play by Centennial.
Well, and again, it comes down to those ground balls.
Yep.
Centennial winning more of them, having more possession time. They do slipped and fell, still battling for it. And bumped a little too aggressively by Callie Turner, and that draws the whistle.
Scoop the ball. You're not even trying for it.
Carlson approaching from the near side. Right with her is Tunsky. She gets it inside. Berg can't scoop. Coleman can, and she scores.
Again, just good play in front of the net for Centennial. Pushes them to a 3-goal lead. And Coon Rapids has to start feeling the pressure now. Still plenty of time, but Centennial.
But you can only say that for so long.
I totally agree.
Definitely must begin to feel some urgency.
Yes.
A nice quick turn by Chloe Coleman, her second. And the biggest lead of the evening for either squad goes to the 6th-seeded Cougars. Off the draw, Coleman able to scoop it up. Pass a little too high for Kissel. Kissel able to recover. Gets it to Carlson. Carlson coming in. Looked like she wanted to shoot but didn't have a lane. Into the middle, Coleman scores again.
Wow, again, just a nice job of feeding the ball inside. Even though Carlson is not, you have to be concerned about not scoring, you have to be concerned about where she is. Nice feed inside from her to Coleman, and it's a 4-goal lead.
Yeah, and a timeout, Coon Rapids, and a good one. Those 2 goals for Coleman just 25 seconds apart. You see the defense coming over a little late as Coleman snuck into the middle. And that is 4 unanswered goals by Centennial.
Coach DeJoy trying to rally his troops. 14-16 on the clock. Some hanging heads on that Cardinal squad. Down by 4. Found out before obviously the game that Blaine had upset Champlain Park.
Certainly cannot look past anyone.
Nope.
Cougars with the upset over number 3, Anoka, to get here. And again, they did so with an outstanding second half in which they outscored the Tornadoes 7-1. And now they come in here, fall behind early, but take a lead before the half, and then after surrendering said lead early in the second, have really poured it on, and they've pretty much controlled the ball for the last 9 minutes of play.
They really have. They've done a great job of it.
Ever since Hackett's goal, or sorry, that was Nelson's goal tied the game at 7. They pretty much, that was 23:03 on the clock, and Centennial has pretty much controlled the ball ever since. So watch for the Cardinals, see if they do anything different here on the draw. But they need the possessions.
They really do. And and this is a good scoring team, 25th in the state, so not quite as where they've been in the past. But this is a team that can put the ball in the back of the net, and they know that they have to play their best lacrosse here in this situation with 14-16, as we talked about, left in the contest, down by 4 goals.
It's Carlson and Nelson on the draw, the 2 leading scorers for these teams. Nelson bats it toward the Centennial end, but it went right to Alana Bordeaux. Cougars move it around a little bit, backs to Turnlin. Her pass didn't click, scooped up by Bloomquist for the Cardinals, and Bloomquist with speed through the middle. Going in 2v4. Able to squeak through a couple of the defenders, but then coughs it up to Belting, who's chased behind the net by Keller. Jordan Keller still chasing Belting, and Belting finally gives it up to support. Nelson battling, and the whistle blows. It'll go against the Cardinals, and it'll be Centennial ball.
Belting is, we talked about Belting, especially in that first half, played really well, stopped a number of good opportunities for Coon Rapids, and she's kept this score as low as it has been for the Cardinals.
Miss Quick able to win that ball, working her way through, lost the handle, but the whistle blows. She'll have a free position. Clock ticking down, under 13 minutes remaining in this second half. Low shot and another big save by Belting.
Yeah, again, trying to keep that ball low, and Belting wouldn't have any of it. She was able to get in front of it, keep it in front of her, and pull it in her cross.
Pass a little too high for Nadeau. And on the loose ball, a whistle against Centennial.
Cardinals come in with 2 players, 1 and 2 in the state, and winning draws, and that's Miss Quick and Hackett. Misquick has 175 and 147 for Hackett.
Misquick running around the left end. Had it knocked away and taken by Bordeaux. Bordeaux looking for some help behind her own net. Flips it to the goalkeeper, Belting. Safe in her circle. She'll fling it ahead for Brianna Peterson. Peterson across midfield. Missed pass scooped up by Haley Berg. Berg will work the right side and against Centennial. On offense now, with that 4-goal lead, they can be very patient.
Yes, they can, no question. And they will be. And Cardinals are going to have to try and force some things without getting the whistle blown.
Turnlin looking for room in the middle, won't find it. Send it down low for Coleman. Coleman fake toward the front and then backed off. Turnlin with it now behind the net.
Ball pressure, ball pressure, ball pressure, ball pressure. Get your mark, get your mark. Get her double.
Turnlin leaves it off for Nadeau. Had to scoop it back up. Hackett there to pressure. Nadeau will back out again. And Turnlin has it.
Come on, get there.
Pass goes behind for Bordeaux. Bordeaux can't find room out front.
Come on, Carly. Stick up.
Kissel had a chance inside, but the spinning shot attempt skipped away. This whistle, fortunately, will go against Centennial.
Well, as you mentioned, the Cougars did a nice job that time down of taking time off the clock. They didn't get that shot they wanted, but a lot of time was spent down in the Cardinal end and moving time off the clock. Under 10 minutes.
This time the whistle goes against the Cardinals, and credit the Cougars with the pressure, not allowing the Cardinals to exit their own zone. Turnlin running left. We're under 10 minutes remaining. She is the ball stripped, and Bloomquist turning on the Jets for the Cardinals on offense. Another whistle, free position from a ways out for Bloomquist. Pressured from behind, she looks for some room and gets it now to Lily Hackett. Hackett can't find entry. Pass was just a little too tall for Molly Bolin, who was coming in from the near side. Bolin battling now with Maddie Johnson, and whistle blows, Centennial ball.
Coach Nelson talked about his defense and how it's improved as the season has gone along.
Scooped up by Waldock. Waldock with speed, cut through a couple of defenders but lost the handle. Alyssa Brazier able to turn it around for Coon Rapids. The pass too tall for Bolin. Back to the last line of defense where it's scooped up there by Carly Selleck. Selleck gets it to Carlson. And turned around by the Cardinals. Here's Hackett. Gets through the defense, shoots, and stopped by Belting. Hackett has it right back, tried to get it out front. Whistles blow. And we're going to get a card. So that'll give Coon Rapids an advantage with the penalty called.
Well, you see the time left on the clock, 7:53. We'll see the infraction coming up right there.
Yellow card issued to number 87, Maddie Johnson.
Oh, there it is right there. Hackett is looking at the official, looking for that call. And she got it.
Hackett with free position from a tough angle will come out front. The backhand and a goal. And the Cardinals needed that one badly.
Oh, they certainly did. There's no question about it. They needed to stop that bleeding, and they have, but still a 3-goal advantage for
There was
Cougars.
a long drought there.
It was a long drought. 4th goal of the
Just
evening.
about almost, it was 6.5 minutes since the last score by Centennial.
And again, just that backhand again, going past Belting. In through a couple, about 3 defenders.
And again, draws just critical here. Still loose, finally scooped up by Misquick. Misquick cuts out front, shoots low, Belting, another point blank save. Nelson has it behind for Hackett. Hackett goes to the backhand, missed wide. Ross trying to get it out front to Nelson. Hackett has it. Hackett turns. She fanned as the ball came loose as she went to shoot. Scooped up now and taken behind by Bordeaux. Belting trying to get rid of it, and Cardinals encroached on the circle. 7 minutes left. Centennial still leads by 3 here. Belting will take it behind her net. And now get it out too high for Coleman. Carlson overran it. Bloomquist battling. Hackett comes up with it. She's knocked to the turf.
There's head coach Gary Nelson. Got to be pretty pleased with what his team is. 6:30 remaining in this 3-goal lead over the number 2 seed in this tournament.
Hackett bumped. And that's going to draw another whistle and another foul on Emily Nadeau. The first bump, she got away with the first bump.
Not
the second one, when
nope.
she actually was knocked to the turf the second time, but she clearly initiated the contact, and it's a non-contact sport. Either way, a free position for Lily Hackett with 6:20 left, but
they need a goal here.
A very tough spot. Got to be concerned if you're Centennial about the back post. Hackett to Ross, tried to dump it over the top. I think Belton got a piece of it again.
She did.
Scooped up, and whistle goes against Coon Rapids. Peterson with some room to run for Centennial. Gets across midfield. Into the attacking third, and a lot of white jerseys around. She needs some help. And will finally get it across to Bird.
Again, just smartly pulling it back, and Centennial's going to spread some things out and try and take some more time off the clock.
Yeah, definitely. Time definitely on their side.
Absolutely.
They do not need to rush things. And if you can play possession,
which they have been all game,
you can really just milk the rest of that clock. But the missed pass there, scooped up by Bloomquist, and then stolen right back by Carlson. Carlson, a nice scoop and spin, pressured along the sideline by Bloomquist. Misquick over to help out, forces the ball free, but the whistle blows and Carlson will have the free position. Kissel for Peterson. Peterson right side. has a lot of pressure. Now gets it to Coleman.
Can you stay with the mark, ladies?
Well, the
Let's
Cards
go.
have to force things at this point.
Pass a little too tall. Loose ball scooped up and controlled, taken behind the net by Alyssa Brazier. Brazier, good pass for Callie Turner near side. Clock ticking towards 4 minutes remaining. It's still a 3-goal deficit for the home team. Into the middle for Molly Bolin. And the whistle blows. And every time the whistle blows now, as we're getting it, it's a tense game, it's close, a lot on the line. Every time the whistle blows, we're getting some cheers and some
Some cheers and some jeers.
Some cheers and some jeers from opposite ends of the fans. That pass a little too far behind Nelson. She'll recover far side. And the vocalness of our crowd has definitely increased as the time has decreased.
Well, we have a nice crowd here too tonight, coming out, which turned out to be a pleasant evening.
Hackett comes back out, trying to go to the backhand, belting another save. You know, goalies can't win games, but they definitely help you keep from losing them.
Absolutely. I mean, just for her, just to only 8 goals let in against a team that's offensively.
Well, and it's just a matter of how many times she has come up with big stops point blank. And now the pressure is really on as that time gets very tight, down near 2.5 minutes remaining. Maddie Johnson running around the left side for the Cougars. And she draws the foul. Pass goes back to Nadeau.
Time running out in the Cardinals season here. 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes in regulation play.
Nadeau drawing a lot of attention, keeping possession, and drawing another whistle.
You see it, 150 left in the Cardinals season if they cannot score 3 goals in that last period of time.
And credit Centennial with an outstanding possession game. They have had the ball in their sticks a lot more often.
Much more.
Than have the Cardinals, and that is why they have been able to hold on to this lead since late in the first half.
Yellow card.
Well, and that one's
Centennial,
going against the bench.
Yep.
Not sure what happened, but Coon Rapids is going to call a timeout now.
Looking for some fouls, not called. Shakes his head and gets the yellow card for his call to the official.
Under 90 seconds remaining. There's certainly enough time for a team to score 3 in 87 seconds. However, you have to score quickly, and you have to win
the draw.
The draw, score quickly, win the draw, score quickly again.
Yep, absolutely. As you said, not impossible.
Not impossible, but definitely difficult.
Yeah, with this amount of time left. Tough to get 3 goals here.
I think that's what that came down to, is Coach Nelson didn't like the way that last whistle went.
Yep.
And wanted to maintain that possession and really keep Coon Rapids from having the opportunity to have that kind of dramatic comeback.
And the Cougar girls know that they're a minute 27 away from going to the finals of section play.
And it'd be a big redemption win for them as well, with the 13-5 loss early in the season.
Yep. And you look at it, if this is the way the score ends, the top 3 seeds out of the contest. Getting things figured out over there.
Coon Rapids will have the ball. We'll see where they decide to go with it. Pass doesn't click. Centennial nearly scoops. Bolin pressuring, but now controlled by Bordeaux. Whistle blows, and it'll be Centennial ball.
Nice pass to Carlson.
Coleman running away from Misquick. Got bumped a little bit, but controls the ball. Gets it to Kissel. Kissel over for Berg. Berg into the middle, and wide open for the bouncing goal is Brianna Peterson, and that should pretty much seal the deal.
Yeah, that will seal the deal, I believe, with under a minute remaining. A 4-goal lead, and a nice job of setting her up for that goal as well. That's her second, Brianna Peterson's second goal of the evening. See a nice look inside. Right past Garvis. That gives them the spot where they sit now at 12-8. You see Helen Nelson, not a happy look on her face, very upset, I'm sure, at this particular point in time, because they came in knowing they had beaten them 13-5 earlier in the year and have been playing really well, and they're going to most likely drop this contest to the Cougars. Hasn't been a good week for Coon Rapids playing Centennial. The baseball team lost twice to them in the section play. And now the girls lacrosse team trailing by 4.
Turner with it, spins toward the middle, draws the whistle. She'll get a free position, 22 seconds remaining. Shoots low, that went off a post again. Hackett out front, and she got smacked right in the face. I think by the goalkeeper's cross.
Take a look at it. She's trying to come across the middle, use that backhand again. Oh, yeah. So Belting's going to get a yellow card.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she got her right in the right in the jaw. When I hear some of the Centennial fans yelling she was in the crease, she was not.
No, she was not. .6 on the clock. See how things set up here. Just waiting for that whistle, get everything straight.
Off the whistle, Hackett spins in, and Belting another huge stop in close. she has been impressive.
5.
And I think probably the #1 star of the game.
Absolutely.
The Cougars might want to lift their goalie onto their shoulders as they leave here tonight, because she is a ginormous reason why they are moving on to the section final.
Yeah, credit to Centennial, but what a disappointing loss for Coon Rapids coming in. Again, looking at a good path to the section finals, but not able to put the kind of game together that they have in the past and have wanted to, and they're going to take the loss here. And that'll end the season.
And it's again, it was not the way they had hoped things would go. They really wanted to be able to repeat what they had done against the Cougars earlier in the year, but the Cougars, give them credit again. They scored big. They put up, 19 in the play-in game.
Yep.
Then they come from a big deficit and beat Anoka to knock off the 3 seed. And then they come in here and beat the 2 seed, and now they will face Blaine in the section championship next Wednesday night. You know,
tough loss.
They had the 2-goal lead at the break. Coon Rapids charged out, scored a couple of goals very early in the. Oh, and this is going back to first half. We're doing the whole game here. Coon Rapids had the early lead. Centennial came back and was able to find some breakdowns and get some goals with people getting open out front. And then they were up 2 goals. Lily Hackett scored 2 quick ones to start the second half, but then Centennial decided they didn't want to share the ball anymore. And so for about the next 10 minutes, all of the action was to our left. They scored 4 unanswered and went on to the 12-8 win.
Well, and 2 in that first game. The Centennial Cougars kept it close. Coon Rapids came out and really poured it on in that second half. Centennial didn't let them do that here, and Coon Rapids, unfortunately, is going to end their season in a disappointing fashion.
And that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us. Again, the final score from the Cardinal Sports Complex: Centennial 12, Coon Rapids 8. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us. Continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.